if there are three things that are sure in life: death, taxes, and Sunderland signing players who are injured. Our only deadline day recruit, Jayden Danns, on loan from Liverpool, which is he's come very, very highly rated. But I'm obviously going to wait until I watch him to start making a judgment on him, because I remember Mason Burstow was highly rated before he started playing. So let's wait and see how this goes. But nevertheless, I'm here to do a video on it. If you guys want me to do a video sort of looking at our transfer business, or to be honest, actually, I don't think I might even bother. To be honest, I don't think there's as much to talk about. So I might quickly add my thoughts on the end of our transfer business as a whole. But either way, let's get into the main statement about Jayden Danns. Sunderland AFC is delighted to announce the signing of Jayden Danns on loan until the end of the 2024-25 season. The 19-year-old striker, who has featured for Arne Slot's Premier League leaders on 4 occasions this campaign, completed all the relevant paperwork before 11 p.m. on deadline day. An academy product of parent club Liverpool, Danns will now complete a period of rehabilitation to return from a back injury that was identified during the medical process. The first stages of his recovery will take place at Liverpool's AXA training centre, and we look forward to welcoming Jayden back to Riverside in due course. Christian Speakman commented, "Jayden is an extremely talented player who fits the profile we were searching for. His availability was always going to be determined late in the window due to Liverpool's schedule, and the demand for him was high, so we worked extremely hard to secure the player. It's unfortunate that the medical process highlighted an injury that ultimately requires Jayden to take a period of rest. Despite this, he remained highly motivated to come to Sunderland, and as such we agreed to cooperate with Liverpool to ensure this is an opportunity for him to join us at a later date. We remain excited by the prospect of working with him and look forward to supporting him throughout the upcoming period." Danns added, "This is my first loan move and a chance to prove myself, so I'm very appreciative of the opportunity, and I'm grateful to the club for placing their faith in me. I've done my research and this team is incredible, so this feels like the right step. I'm disappointed that I will be unable to do that straight away, but I'm proud to have joined the club, and I will work hard throughout this period to ensure I can return to action and play my part." The striker played in last season's EFL Cup final at Wembley Stadium as Liverpool defeated Chelsea in the capital, before scoring twice in an Emirates FA Cup victory over Southampton 4 days later. In this latest show of faith from his parent club, Danns signed a new long-term contract at Anfield on Monday. The striker joined Liverpool aged 8 and last scored for the Reds 1 month ago as Slot's side secured a 4-0 victory over Accrington Stanley. All at SEFC look forward to supporting Jayden's rehabilitation, and we look forward to his return to the North East. So, this is a weird one, because Liverpool, from what I've seen from Liverpool fans, and again this is across social media, and if there is any Liverpool fans watching, let me know what is this guy like, apart from when he gets back off his back injury by the looks of it. So, if we do get to see much of him, what is he like? Is he going to be good enough to help us push for automatic promotion and hopefully finish in the automatic promotion places at the end of the season? One of the things that did strike me, though, was that a lot of their fans were gutted that he was going out on loan. They wanted him as part of the first team setup. So, and don't get me wrong, I understand Burstow with Chelsea, but I think Liverpool's recruitment Liverpool have been operating at a higher standard in recent times than what Chelsea have done. And I think it might actually be quite encouraging to see that this guy, Danns was basically coming through the academies under the guy while Jurgen Klopp was at Liverpool. So I'm very keen to see how this is going to play out. Obviously, for me personally, I'm disappointed that we didn't get someone like Cameron Archer or as unlikely as it ever was, Chuba Akpom. Tom Cannon was the main one I wanted, but obviously it didn't happen. So we've got Jayden Danns on board, at least now, and I can't believe I'm saying this, we've actually got a bit of depth up front as far as the strikers are concerned. I've just got to hope that Wilson Isidore doesn't get injured. I mean, hopefully he didn't get injured carrying the corner flag after the Middlesbrough game last night, which was really, really funny. I forgot to mention that in the video of the match review of the game. But I'll quickly finish this video off by talking about my feelings on the transfer window as a whole, because usually I do a very, very long video, but in this case we only made 2 additions. So, well, 3 if you include Isidore being made permanent, but 2 new additions we only made, and there's not really much point in doing a full-length video reviewing it, so I'll quickly go through what I think now. I think first and foremost it was important to get the likes of, say, Russian out on loan, And he got a really good assist for Hadjuk split, I think it is. And the better he does, the more chance we've got of making a minimal loss on him as possible in the summer rather. Aaron Connolly, who I personally felt was underused. I don't think he was anywhere near as bad as what I've seen some fans said he was. I just think he didn't get enough chances to play. And you can say, well, the lack of minutes is evidence that he isn't good. That he isn't good enough. But I don't think like that. I think you've got to have a number of games to prove that you aren't good enough for me in order to definitively say you're not good enough. And I think but at the same time, Aaron Connolly was a low risk signing when we got him, so it was good to get his wages off the books. And obviously he's gone to Millwall. Hopefully he can do us favours when they play Burnley and Sheffield United, and hopefully lose at Sunderland. But Alex Neil's there, so you never know. There was that one off the books. Abdullah Barr's left, which is a good thing. If he wasn't going to get involved, Adil Aushish has gone to Portsmouth, which I think for Pompey is a really, really good move. Hopefully he has a really good game this Saturday, but we'll see. And hopefully he helps his team get a result. But either way, if you're looking at the two additions, I would argue that I think the window out of 10, I would personally grade it as an 8. I think a strong 8. You could even maybe argue an 8.5 because of the fact that Isidore got made permanent. And obviously, a big chunk of that rating is because we got Enzo Lefebvre, which I don't think, when we're now starting to see in the games that he's been playing since coming to the club about what quality he has on the ball. Look at the touches he had last night, and look at the touch he had in the setup to the winning goal. It just shows you all of the qualities that Lefebvre does have. So there's that one. Jayden Danns, if he's as good as people say he is, then obviously that's a plus. We've got 3 strikers on the books now that we would seem to be rating and would seem to get and will play their part in the last third of the season, because we're coming towards the home stretch of the campaign. There's 2 things that stop me from giving this window a 9 or even a 10 out of 10 though. And you could say it's nitpicking, but in general we've actually had a pretty decent window, I think, or a good window even. The first one is not getting a right winger to compete with Roberts. Now, Roberts was very, very good second half yesterday, but we know he goes through these patches of form where I think technically he's one of the best players in the dressing room, one of the best players in the Championship even. But for me, it's just in terms of numbers, goals, not even goals, but assists and whatnot. And you could argue Roberts has been unlucky on occasions not to get more numbers. But I would have liked another right winger to compete with him, because I don't trust Ian Paveda to stay fit. But if your Paveda does stay fit, then fair enough. I think right winger we can live without, because Mienda can play on the right. Although I personally am not a fan of this whole using one player to act as cover for multiple positions instead of signing cover for that position. And the one that for me I still think I'm not very happy with is that we didn't sign a fullback. And I think for me that was criminal, to be totally honest. I think because while you've got Yelda who can cover both positions, you've got O'Nien who can cover both, if necessary, can cover fullback. But then I still think you're leaving yourself a bit short there, and you're asking a lot for Dennis Serkin in particular to not get injured for the rest of the season. Trey Hume, you're asking a lot for him not to play every single game. But look, I'm nitpicking there, I suppose. In my opinion, it's a very good window we've had. It just could have been a great one. And I think with the opportunity that's there for automatic promotion, I would have liked us to have just taken that a little bit more. But regardless of that, look, we've kept most of our big players. We kept Tommy Watson. We'll see what happens with that one. We kept Joe. We kept Rigg. I never once had a feeling that either of them would leave in January. It just wasn't realistic for me. Not when we're in the middle of a promotion push. So either way, look, we've got these deals. Our transfer business is done for the rest of the season. This is what we've got to work with. Let's see what we do in the next 16 games. And hopefully it's only 16 games. But we'll wait and see with that one. Anyway, guys, as you know, I say at the end of every video, I hate asking for subs. But since it started happening, I'm actually getting subs through the board. If you're a regular watcher and you're not subbed and you think I've earned a sub from you, hit the like button. Hit the like button and subscribe. And respectfully comment below what you think about everything I've said in this video. And also, yeah, I'm trying to get a 6k sub. So hopefully there's an automatic promotion in 3 months' time. Exactly 3 months' time today, the season's meant to finish, I think. Or around 3 months' time. So hopefully we're buzzing and I've hit 6k subscribers. But anyway, take care, you lovely lot. And yeah, the next time I'll see you after Watford. Let's see what happens. Away the lads.